Hello, welcome to another Gaz vlog. I just wanted to add a bit more to what I started on yesterday about the inspiration for a song, where it comes from, with a little sparks. I think this is one of the things that a lot of people might be struggling with, or might struggle with, is that, you know, where do you get your initial idea from? So I just wanted to elaborate a little bit more and give you another example of how songs have come about for me in the past. So the first example yesterday was that I was playing a song, someone else's song, Source Man on their song, and I'd finished playing the song and I literally just kind of moved the shapes that I used in the songs around. As I was doing that, a melody came into my head. I just kind of heard it. It's difficult to explain, but I played something, I heard something in my head, and then I explore it on the guitar. I try and play what I hear in my head. So that was the first example. The second, I'm going to give you another example now of how I come up with the song in the past, was one day I was filming a tutorial, or I was trying to film a tutorial, and I'd messed up and I realised I was going to have to reshoot the tutorial. So I thought, oh. And as I was goofing around, I was obviously being a bit stupid to myself. And so I played a couple of chords and it was like da, 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 da. I was like, oh, that sounds good. Da, 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 da. And then from that initial goofing around, or that thing that I just blurted out, I explored it and thought, oh, I can put some more chords to this. Okay, so what I did then, I kept the camera rolling. It's a shame because I think I've deleted the footage now. So I sat there on my guitar for the next 20 minutes. I didn't even move, I didn't turn the camera off, and then eventually obviously that didn't come out first time. I developed what I'd thought of in my head, and it came out as that eventually. So one thing to note there is that there was a melody, and then so that's the melody, and then there was a chord progression which is so that's the way I think of songs, is that you need a melody, you need a chord progression, they both go together. If they sit nicely together, you've got a nice idea for a song. So that's where that idea came from. That time I wasn't playing anyone else's song, I was just goofing around, and I played something that made me think of an idea. So for you guys who are new to songwriting, just explore what's in your head, okay? If you're playing around, and sometimes what you can do is just like play some chords or random chords, and play a random rhythm or something, and see if it sparks any sort of inspiration in your head, because that's how it works for me, that's how it's best for me. That way you can think of some sort of melody, and then think of a chord progression to go with it, or you can think them both together. Or the other way to do it is you can sit down and think of 4 chords that go together well, or 3 chords that go together well. I'll talk more about chord progressions in another video later on. Hopefully I've tried to explain to you there another way I've gone about thinking of a song or making a song. One thing to note on both of these occasions, or the examples that I've given you, is that I didn't sit down with the intention of writing a song. Some people might be able to sit down and think, right, I'm going to write a song now, it's going to be in the key D, and I'm going to go da 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 da. I don't do it like that, it's not what happens. Inspiration can strike me at any time when I'm playing the guitar, and if it happens, the most important thing to do is don't just discard it. If something appears in your head that you don't know what it is, you don't know what's this melody in my head, explore it and try and play it, try and develop it into something. We might find sometimes is that you develop it and it's like, oh, this is brilliant, and then you think, oh, it's exactly the same as that song that such and such wrote. I've done that a few times where I was like, oh, this song sounds amazing, I'm gonna make millions, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is exactly the same as that Ed Sheeran song, or whatever it is. I'm trying to explain is that you just got to go through the process of trying to bring out what's inside you. You have to practice developing your ideas. That's more like it. So I've rabbited on a lot in this video. So any questions on what I've touched on in this video and the previous video to do with inspiration for songs, please drop them in the comments, and that way I can address your questions specifically in future videos. So I'll stop talking now and I'll let you get on with guitar playing and writing fantastic songs. I'll see you again in the next vlog update. Bye for now.